I'm sure you've heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I understand the stress that comes to trying to figure out what to have for breakfast, without necessarily spending so much time in the kitchen and then ultimately having to run late for work. For that reason, I will be sharing 5 easy to prepare breakfast ideas that can ease you off some stress, at least between Monday to Friday. Now, if that's something you love, then please keep on watching. I'll be right back.
Ryan Little.
Now for my oats, the first thing I added to my pot is some milk. I actually use some low-fat milk for this process, okay? You can go ahead with any choice of milk you want. I also added half cup of water and then just covered that and let that simmer. Now, of course, as you can see, my milk has been boiling nicely. By the way, the measurement of everything would be in the description box, okay? At this point, I went on ahead to add 1 cup of oats because this is for me alone. I also went on ahead to add my chia seeds because this has a lot of nutrients. Like, trust me, you want to read up about chia seeds, okay? Now I'm just stirring all of that up and I'm just going to let that cook on low to medium heat, okay? Now, while my oat is cooking, I decided to mash my banana. This is just one very ripe banana because we're making oat and banana porridge, hence the banana, okay? I'm going to mash that really nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead to pour in the mashed banana into the already cooking oats, okay? And then at this point, I also added a bit of honey just to sweeten things up a bit. Now you want to give this a very good stir and then you cover and let it sit and simmer for the next 1 minute, guys. Trust me, I made this pot of oats under 5 minutes, okay? Because my low to medium heat is quite hot, so you just want to control your fire, okay? And once you let this sit for the next 1 minute on fire, you just want to take it off and serve, okay? Now to plate my oats, I use this very small bowl. This bowl is really good for my portion controlling, okay? Now after adding my oats into the bowl, I went in ahead to add a slice of ripe banana, for more sweetness and all of that. After adding the bananas, I also went ahead to add a bit of coconut chips. These were actually baked coconut chips, but you can go on ahead to use any kind of coconut chips that you have. And voila, breakfast is served. Okay guys, this plate is really filling, it's really nutritious because of all the ingredients we added. And guys, let me tell you, there's nothing healthier than this bowl of oats and banana porridge, okay? Now for the second breakfast idea, it's a simple cup of Parfait, and of course I'm adding my unsweetened Greek yogurt, but you can go ahead and use some sweet Greek yogurt if that's what you prefer. I also added a bit of ripe banana, some slices of apples, some grapes, and of course our granola. Guys, this is really easy. You can play around with whatever you like. I also added some dry fruits, went on ahead to layer that up with some Greek yogurt, repeated the process till my cup was full, and there you have it, guys. Breakfast has never been this easy, okay? Trust me, this is really filling and also very, very nutritious. All right, now the next breakfast idea would be the avocado sandwich, and let me tell you guys, this is really easy, and of course this will be enjoyed by those who love avocado. Now of course the first ingredient is the avocado. You definitely want to rinse out your avocado before you cut into 2 halves and take out the meat. Guys, make sure not to use the seeds, okay? You're using just the meat from the avocado, okay? Now of course you want to go ahead and add some pepper to that. I'll be using some black pepper for this, but make sure to use any pepper of your choice. Now you want to go on ahead to add a pinch of salt to this for taste. Now you just want to mash all of that up together to mix in properly and just turn this into a puree, or at least almost into a puree. Now of course this is a perfect consistency for me, but please feel free to mash into a smoother consistency if that's what works for you. Alright, now you just want to grab your bread. I already toasted mine to make the process a lot faster, so please make sure to toast your bread. I added a bit of butter while toasting mine. So now what you want to do is to spread the avocado paste onto the bread and just make sure to cover that. Then use a fork to make it look nicer. The fork just gives it this stripe that makes it look a lot more appealing to the eye as well, at least to mine. Anyways, you just want to do that. Make sure that you coat every part of the bread with the avocado paste, okay? Now you just want to layer that up with your egg. I actually just cut my boiled egg into 4 slices, and that's what we have here. For a bit of heat, I added my sweet chili sauce, and of course this made this taste a lot better. Now at this point, all that is left for you to do is to cover this with the other slice of bread, cut into 2 equal halves to of course make this a sandwich, and breakfast is ready. Let me tell you, this breakfast is not for me because I don't really like avocado. I'm not even going to lie about that. But this is super yummy for those who love avocado. I've had friends who have tried and tested this and they absolutely love it, okay? Now the next breakfast idea is definitely a smoothie, and for this one, I'm using a freshly juiced pineapple and watermelon juice. I actually juiced this myself and refrigerated for a bit. Now I'm just adding some Greek yogurt to this. You can either use the sweet or unsweetened. It actually boils down to what you want, okay? For this I'll be using 3 fruits. I have some watermelon, some pineapples, and some pawpaw. Guys, feel free to use any fruit at your disposal, okay? For this smoothie, I used 1 cup of frozen watermelon, 1 cup of frozen pineapples, and half a cup of frozen pawpaws, okay? I also added a bit of ginger. Like always, all the ingredients and the measurements will be in the description box, okay? Now for some creaminess, I added 2 small ripe bananas, and of course we're just going to proceed to blending this until smooth. Now to serve, all you need is a mason jar or a glass if you don't have one. Guys, let me tell you, this is really nutritious, and let's not forget how fast and easy this was to prepare, okay? Now for the last breakfast idea, we're going to be making a simple bowl of cereal. I'm using some cornflakes for this. Now the next thing you want to do is to spice this up, with different fruits that you might have in the house. Now for me, I had some green apples in the house. I also had some red apples, so all I had to do was to dice them into cubes sizes. Then I also went on to add some dried fruits to this, but like I said, feel free to play around with whatever fruits you have in the house. If you have some grapes, some seedless grapes, feel free to add that as well. Now at this point, I'm just going to pour some milk over this, stir, and of course breakfast is ready. Guys, let me tell you, breakfast doesn't have to be difficult, okay? Do let me know if you try out any of these breakfast ideas, or if you've actually tried out any of them, okay? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.